Right, so back with some more Breath of the Wild, unexpectedly. Kind of expectedly on my part. I enjoyed having fun last time. I was a bit hyper. We'll see if that happens again today. But there's still some lizards here. I was messing around for maybe like half hour today, just figuring out what to do, where I'm gonna go, where to start, and I got caught up trying to come and just kind of briefly check this place out, the next shrine area, and I got into a massive fight with one of these Skywatcher Guardians, and it took forever to kill it. Actually, I didn't collect all the parts for it still. And I took out a bunch of Moblins and Lizalfos, which there's a lot of them around here. So today is going to be more of the DLC, just going after the shrines in specific areas, more randomness, like last time, hopefully. Oh, I took him out with that. Yeah, right. So, ooh, there's so many lizards up here. I was a lizard man last time, and now today I am the lizard vanquisher. I think I'm honestly gonna take this spear. I love seeing the boomerang hit the wall like that and just give up. So, there's supposed to be a puzzle or shrine or some such here that I've yet to find. My only theory is that I need to destroy the Guardian things. They fly here. You don't normally see these things in the overworld. You see them around Hyrule Castle, and you see them in the pathway towards the Rito Village. You don't see them in many spots outside of there. You do see them, now that I remember, around the Akala garrison. The prison thing that's up there that's been abandoned and destroyed. I'm just really thinking, do I want to use a guardian arrow on these things? But I don't really think so. I think I'm just going to have to solidly go with this. And hope one hits. Thanks, Daruk. Although it missed. I hate fighting these things for this reason. Because when they shoot the laser, they recoil backwards. And it throws off the trajectory just enough to where I can't hit them with it. Let's try one more time. Still no. That's not what I wanted to do. I think I got that just in time. Yep. We're gonna take this one out like this at least. What was that? Is it dead? What's going on with it? Oh, it took forever for this guy to die. That was amazing. I've never seen... I'm sorry, but I've never seen one just... Poof! Just his propellers went away, and then he just slammed his dumb head down on the ground like a pogo stick. And then he just stuck around. That was great. That was ridiculous. Fly away, birds. You've seen nothing. Well, there's Redania back up there. It's always kind of interesting to see the Guardians just off in the distance, the divine beasts. Like the fact that you can see that all the way out there and you can go out there. It's lovely. I know it's basic stuff about this game, but still. It's the small things. So now we gotta get rid of this guy. I still don't even know if this is what we're supposed to be doing, but there's not much else that I can think of. There's not a whole lot here from what I scouted before. And to be honest, these guys are kind of one of the most annoying enemies in the game, even compared to things like Lionels, which just take forever to fight, or the Phantom Ganon Blights. They're kind of annoying, but these things, in my opinion, are one of the monsters, enemies in the game that really just take the cake because of how they are designed. Ooh, I got him with that one. Nice. Headshot. Okay, the bow's out. This is not a great bow to use with this. That was not a great move on my part. Oh no. Okay. Not great, but still not as bad as it could have been. I thought I was going to fall down the whole side of the bloody mountain. You have pretty eyes. Come here. Let me destroy it. Shut up. Stop targeting me. It's a good thing I have so many ice arrows. Now, with the first one that I did off part, imagine this, but for way longer. That happened a little faster than I thought it was going to. You saw me about to take aim at it. Nope. Where is it? Thank you. It wasn't loading the bow menu for some reason. Let's go with this one. It has some damage already to it. It's pretty decent. Yep. Kind of boring, but... I love how they do that. The other one seriously stuck around way longer than he should have. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that is what we needed to do. I was just guessing about that. I was like, there's a bunch of guardians here. It's a little suspicious. Now guys, I know you just constructed 100 or so shrines throughout Hyrule and the surrounding kingdoms, but we need you to make a couple more at special commission request. We have a special buyer who is a very specific individual, and he has a few critiques of our previous design. He thinks that the new ones need to be a little more erect. He thinks that the old ones were a little too rounded and flaccid. Can you do that? Can you make them a bit more erect? We're wording verbatim him at his request here. You can do that? Oh, okay, good. We'll give you a bonus if he enjoys them. He likes them. Nice kick. How dare you swipe me with that? Swiper, no swiping. Okay, got this. Ooh, right as he was sitting up, I hit him in the dick with this. Alright, let's see what horrors await us inside. Is it going to be a fight? Is it going to be a puzzle? Is it going to be something stupid? I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's something fun. What is it? I'm rubbing my hands in anticipation. What is it? What do we have on the game show floor today? Oh. It's physics. Support and guidance. That is something I will need during this, and I will need after this. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so we got a waterfall on the back. This reminds me of Mousetrap. I remember playing Mousetrap a bit as a kid. Let me restart all of these. I think I see what I need to do, but... I don't know how to... Oh, great. Like, I see what I'm supposed to do. It's just getting it all in the right order and position. It's gonna be a little finicky. Alright, so that goes down there. We got it smooth. That then goes down there. I want that to push that forward. It doesn't seem like it's going to convince itself to do that. That seems like something I would need to actually go over there and manipulate myself. But I can't go over there and do it myself. Somehow I made that actually fall out of the 2D aspect of this puzzle. No. Now it's stuck. Ah, man. Come on. How do you even do that? Okay. Destroy it and bring it back, I guess. Let's try that again. See if it works again. Maybe I need to put it a little higher. Like, yeah, I have it at just a spot where it just kind of gets stuck. Ah, great. Okay, so, same spot. Just a little higher. Does that work? Or is it gonna get stuck again? I think it's gonna get stuck again. No, it just falls straight down. Because, like, I want it to kind of move itself with its momentum across. I'm trying to manipulate it well enough. Can it just clip in there? I'm gonna move it just ever so slightly, although I think it's gonna just hit the top at that point. No. I'm just trying to make it so it falls in there without needing something below it. It's so close. Yeah, He-Man, you think you can outsmart me with your physics, huh? I don't need physics, I use magic. That was bad timing. We're gonna have to do this actively, huh? That was not the actively that I meant. Right, so this one needs to go. We also did timing as well. Okay. I know this is probably infuriating for someone who knows how this puzzle goes to watch, but we shall get through this. Right, so now try this. Go on, go in the hole. Go in the little basket. Go in the little metal basket. Come on. Man. Oh, man. I'm annoyed at this. This is... Ah. Can I cheat it? Can I cheat this failure here? Can I do that? It's not going to be able to go in regardless, so... Nope. Just a solid nope. It needs the momentum of that one over here. It needs to get down here, hit that, and then just slide forward into there. I understand that. That's what I was trying before a little bit before I settled on trying to make this one work, which doesn't. It's just, how the heck do I get this part of it down? Do I need to staircase it down or something? Wow, it just stops right. Just dead in its path. Yeah, aww. This is gonna be stupid. So it already has a counterweight to itself? You gotta be kidding me, man! You gotta be kidding me with this! You gotta be! That is insane! Come on! Ah. Can I freeze these? Yes. This is an aspect I haven't tried with this. That was bad timing on my part. I own up to that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Yes. That did something. Yes. Yes. Yes! Ah, He-Man, I did it! Yay! This puzzle was stupid. I don't like it. Let's get out of here. Yes, yes. I did not like that shrine. It was stupid. I kept coming up with ideas to make it work in my head, and none of them worked, and then I just tried something on the happenstance of, wait, I haven't tried this yet. Oh, that's an easy way to cheese it. Screw the whole ice function, just use stasis. Cryonis sucks, just always use stasis. Right, we're done with that. So... wasn't I going to do a shrine that was like over here or something? Was that not a thing? It's not this one. Oh, right. It was this one all the way out here that we already did. Okay. I forgot we ended last time with that. So this one's here. We have to cross behind Toto Lake, or in front of, depending on your point of view. It's at Macau Lake. Macau. The dude from Majora's Mask. Right, so it's the red marker. Forget him. He's not worth it. This is an interesting proposition. These are Zora warriors. Can I get the Lizalfos over here to fight them? Hey, bud. Yeah, come over here. Come over here. Can you actually fight them? No, no, no. Okay, he doesn't want to come over here. Never mind. He's no fun. I'm sorry, guys. I was going to bring you some lizard meat. I guess you don't get it. So last weekend, well, not last weekend, just a few days ago now that I think about it. A few days ago, I finally got around to seeing Lightyear, the Pixar movie. It came out earlier this summer. And I saw it on Disney Plus. I've heard an amount of things. If you've seen other parts of what I've done here, you know that on occasion, at least like twice or 3 times a year, I give like a movie review or some such. And I've heard things about Lightyear that made me kind of just not care about its release, just in its overall quality as a film. Mainly just, it's a meh movie, it's kind of boring, the story's not good. The animation's amazing, but the story's crap, is everything I've mostly heard. And yeah, I gotta agree with that. Oh man, so if you intend on seeing Lightyear, it's a movie I'd say is worth a watch once, and if you want to see it again, that's on you. For me, I don't intend to intentionally see Lightyear again. If I see it on, I'll watch it, I guess, but I don't really care about it. So, I will preface, I do not think it's as bad as Laia. It's a liar! Raya in The Last Dragon. I don't think it's as bad as that. If you watch one of my Assassin's Creed Valhalla bits, you'll know my full opinion on that, even though I kind of ramble about it a little too much, just inconsistently, but it gets my point across of how I feel about it. So, Lightyear. What can I say about it? I think this is the first time Pixar has tried to go after the young adult teenage, mostly like preteen to teenage to maybe young adult market in its animation specifically. It's an action comedy film, and I say comedy with quotation marks, comma marks, just every sort of annotation that makes it... Give it italics, for God's sakes. The comedy is not comedy. I don't understand why... Okay, my brain's going down a diving hole of just depression thinking about this movie. So, here we go. So Lightyear is a action comedy movie that's aimed more at like the preteen, teen, and young adult demographics compared to its normal fare. Like a few examples bring up like Inside Out, Up, Onward. What was their last movie? I'm actually forgetting what the last Pixar... Turning Red. Just these other more generically everybody themed movies. Lightyear is that, I guess, but it's much more of an action-centric plot and story and characters, similar to Disney's early 2000s fare of animation, things like Tarzan in 99, Atlantis the Lost Empire, Treasure Planet, things like that. But also, it's 80% action, story, plot, 20% comedy is the ratio I would use for this movie. There's no musical numbers. There's no real songs except for the backing soundtrack, which somehow they got Giacano from Up for this again. I don't know what they had to pay for this dude to do the score for this. That talent being attached to this. But... yeah... I'm just going to say spoilers right off. So we start off with Buzz, who is actually one of the better... I didn't expect Buzz to be that enjoyable of a character, given everything I'd heard about the film. Buzz is actually pretty solid. He's not too relatable. He's not too interesting as a character in general. What happens to him in his development of a character... as a character is what makes him interesting. He himself is a pretty solid wet blanket of a character. He's just exactly... If you've seen the... This is my problem with trying to give, like, reviews and such, is that my brain thinks of every single thing constantly, and it gets all muddled and shit. I understand that. I'm trying my best, man. So, if you've ever seen Toy Story, or the Buzz Lightyear Star Command TV show and or movie and such like I have as a kid... You know Buzz's character. You know he's the straight belt, uniform, yes sir, military-esque kind of guy. Just very straightforward. Whereas the making of for this... I did watch the making of for this movie as well, just because I wanted to know some aspects of it, which a lot of it does not get covered because they just cover the first 20 minutes, which is the good part of the film. So... yeah, they themselves say they kind of modeled Buzz's persona off of a police officer more than anything. Just kind of straight by the book, no nonsense. Just as tight as a nail, all that shit. So that persona comes off very well for Buzz, and I know they didn't get... God, I'm forgetting his name for some reason. Buzz's normal voice actor. I'm forgetting his name for some goddamn reason. I can't believe that. Anyway, so they get... Buzz as a character is fine. He is totally fine. Socks, his supporting character, therapist cat friend, who is a AI robot cat plush that looks like something out of Five Nights at Freddy's. He's actually my favorite character of the film, somehow. I thought from the marketing of this movie that he was going to be an annoying side character or something. A la Minions, or, you know, just that cutesy, not exactly Olaf from Frozen. He's honestly more like Olaf from Frozen, where he's kind of his own thing, but he's not too annoying. If you actually sit down and watch the Frozen movies, Olaf's not a very annoying character. He's quirky in that kind of cringe way, and a little weird. But he has a lot of funny lines, honestly enough. He does. And he's not overly used. That's where Minions die for me, is they are a core part of Despicable Me in and of itself, to the point where they had their own spin-off movie, for God's sakes. Oh, that's not gonna work. I forgot I could just drop these midair. That might be like the first or second time I've ever done that in this whole playthrough, is drop a bomb midair. So Socks the cat is my favorite character just because he is very funny in the lines that were written for him. He's very good. He's likable as a character too, and technically in a way kind of dies towards the end. Not in a way you expect, but in a form he does. The rest of the supporting cast is absolutely abysmal. And we're gonna have to get into Zerg. What the fuck did they do with Zerg, man? So, the supporting cast is 3 characters who are this band of misfits who are trying to be freedom fighters for their city. And all 3 of them are just completely unlikable and annoying. And that's something I don't think was super intended on the writers or directing's part. But they're supposed to be the comedy of the movie, while Buzz is supposed to be the plot of the movie, if you want to put it in, like, weird personification terms. Buzz pushes the plot along with what needs to happen, and then these 3 side characters are kind of the comedy characters that follow along with him. Almost... I don't want to say in a tonally deaf way like Home on the Range does from Disney. I'm not gonna fight this dude. Maybe I will. I'm just trying to think, will I get off track even more if I'm fighting this thing while I'm doing this? Maybe. Let's see. If it gets too much, I'll just wipe him out with one of my guardian arrows. So you have these 3 supporting characters who are supposed to be funny, and they're not. Not at all, in any regard. You have one of them who is the granddaughter or daughter, I forget exactly which one. It's not exactly... It's mentioned like twice at the beginning in flashbacks, but I forget exactly if she's the granddaughter or daughter at this point. Of the early main female lead with Buzz before he time travels. We'll get into the time travel bit in a second. I'm trying to focus on the main cast of the movie at the moment. She's alright, but she doesn't do anything for the story. She's just kind of there as a placeholder for having a female lead. She doesn't do anything, really. She just is kind of along for Buzz's adventure, and it's kind of annoying how they cast her like that and how she's written like that. She could have done a lot more that was important, but she's just there. That's how all these supporting characters are, except for Socks. They're just kind of there for no real reason. And the making of kind of adds to that a little bit, how they're virtually not talked about at all in the making of. So there's her. Then there's this older lady who is a psychotic maniac who loves weapons and is on parole, and that is her character. And her bit is that she's not supposed to be using weapons. I can't use a gun, I'm on parole. That's her joke. That's her running gag as a character. And then the other dude is a complete dumbass who kind of reminds me of Antoine from the Sonic cartoon and comics, just in how incompetent he is. Just everything he does just leads to everything failing. And he has a few running gags that are all really bad. The one that... I watched this with my brother, and I need to put the controller down for a moment. I watched it with my brother, and by the end of the movie... How many gags was it? How many quote-unquote gags was it? So, here's the thing. I'm just going to break down the comedy into a sentence, and I did this on social media as well to my friends who were curious about the movie. The comedy in this movie is broken down to repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again. Autopilots, they suck. Autopilots. Ugh. Oh man, this thing has an autopilot in it. It's supposed to be like a... you see it once, it's like, oh, okay, he doesn't like autopilots. Oh, it happened again. Oh, it happened again. Oh, it happened again. Oh, it happened again. It happens constantly in this whole movie. And then it's supposed to be some sort of payoff joke by the end when he's in Zurg's ship, and his ship's mainframe computer is hooked up to an autopilot, and he's, once again, just goes, autopilots. And it's supposed to be a joke then, because it's come off as a non-joke throughout the whole rest of the movie, like 5 times prior. But at that fucking time, when you see that and that happens, you're like, God damn it, they did it again. You're like, it's almost just, you break, because it's like, they really did all that to lead up to this shit joke? Every bit of comedy in this movie is like that. It's all either something that's just vaguely just, like, oh, okay, that's a character trait, or it comes off as something like that where they just kind of try and force it as a joke, and when they get to the payoff joke of why they did it 7 times prior, it's just like, why, you guys shut up about the stupid thing. And that's with the third character, the guy who fails at everything constantly. His running gag is that he has a pen in his suit, and I'm not shitting you with it. So he constantly brings, once he gets the Space Ranger spacesuit, he keeps fiddling with this pen that's in his suit, and constantly he's just fucking fiddling with it. And he keeps talking to the others about it. It's like, well, at least it's got a pen in it. It's just like, what the fuck is this character trait joke thing that they're doing with a damn office pen? And at the very end of the movie, as they're blasting off to go on their next adventures for the possible, I don't think it'll happen, but if it happens, possible sequel, he's like, he earlier before that, he's like, it's a nice new seat and all, but it doesn't have a pen in it. But then he gets in the ship and they blast off, and right before the credits roll, he looks under his armpit, clicks it, and there's a fucking pen in there, and he raises it like the goddamn Master Sword. And it's like, what the fuck? I hate it so much. I looked up the writers, let alone the fact that I watched the making of to see if they talk about any of this at all, because I was so damn curious. And me and my brother were yelling at the movie, just like, they did it! Those bloody bastards did it! They put the pen in at the very end! They couldn't let it go! They had to do more with it! I looked up the damn writers because the making of didn't have anything after the first 20 minutes, which are the only good part of the movie. Like, after the first 20 minutes, 25, half hour, whatever, once the beginning of the movie is kind of set in stone and done, everything is a barrel tumbling down a hill. It's one of the barrels from The Hobbit tumbling down that river scene. It's just progressively worse and worse, and it felt like they didn't know what they were doing. So, I have to pause again. So, the writers for this movie have basically done nothing before. As bizarre as that is, the director is a big toy fan, and both of these guys have done a couple small-time, I'd say D to C tier movies, if in anything. I know that the guy who did, there were 2 writers and 1 director, and one of the writers was the director. The director is pretty much his own. I'm trying to think of ways of like, how did these guys get into here? And when I looked at their IMDb, whatever, their discography of whatever they've made, their filmography, the guy who is the director and the co-writer, his claim to fame is that he made the Lego Disney Wall-E toy set. That is his claim to fame and in with Disney. The other guy co-wrote Onward, and everything else that he's done has been nothing of any note and or trash. So, to me, that explains why Buzz's canon in the movie is pretty solid, and everything else in it's pretty much garbage. Because Disney already has a set character for who Buzz is. They just have to work around his character, create a backstory of why he is that character, which is some solid storytelling, yes, and it is in the movie, But then after that fact's done, who gives a shit? Because everything else is not something Disney's planned, and these guys can just write whatever. And what they wrote was not great. It was not as bad as Raya the Last Dragon, once again, but it was not great. The Buzz Lightyear Star Command movie was better. The TV show was better. So, yeah, that's the situation with the characterization in this movie. You'll notice I haven't talked about Zurg yet. If you actually intend on seeing this movie, and I would recommend seeing it just to see it, I'm not paid by Big Disney to tell you that. I'm just authentically saying it is worth a watch and just a watch. Let me finish this guy up. I'm surprised I actually got around to actually fighting this dude, even though I've not been thinking about it while I'm ranting at all. So, Zurg. About 10 minutes before I actually got to see... Now, keep in mind, my brother and I had never seen this movie before. And to him, I joked about how Feathers... So there's a side character at the very beginning of the movie who Buzz views as an annoyance because he's the newbie rookie. And he's very briefly in the movie. And his whole full name is some stupid... It's like Feathers, but some French or Irish or some other... Just some weirdly elongated fictional name. So I'm just going to call him Feathers. So Feathers was... kind of a red herring of a possible side character in the movie to go throughout and be annoying to Buzz and such. It ended up being the main supporting cast of 3 characters who ended up doing the same exact job. But Zurg was... This whole movie is about time travel in a way, which is an interesting concept and it was done very well. But we'll get to that still. I want to talk about the good stuff about the movie last and get all this crap out of the way. So, Feathers was a side character in the past time with Buzz at the start of the movie, and I thought that... I made a joke to my brother that he was going to end up being Zurg, in that after Buzz goes in a spaceship and does some time dilation around a star to get to hyperspace, well, to reach hyperspace... for a test. That's kind of the beginning of the plot of the movie, is them sending Buzz continually out and him staying younger while everyone else ages because of time dilation, which is a real point of physics, I believe, in astrophysics. At least it's a theoretical one. But I thought that... So Buzz goes in and does his mission and then comes back, and 3 or 4 years have passed. And he keeps doing that repeatedly throughout the beginning of the movie. And I thought that at the point when Buzz correctly and accurately does it, because he does eventually actually get to do it, I thought that they were going to make Feathers Zurg. Like, when Buzz doesn't return on that last one, I thought that they were going to make him, like... or maybe at some point in one of the missions and Buzz wasn't told that Feathers was sent out and did a mission, because we're talking like 3, 4, 5 years plus of Buzz not being on the planet that they're stuck on to reach hyperspace. The objective's actually this way. Did I actually go too... I actually went way too far. I need to get down there. I mean, I'm going to cut everything because I'm getting scatterbrained about it. I thought that Feathers, at some point during the plot of while Buzz was out in space fucking around because of time weirdness and such, that they sent out Feathers in his own space mission to do the same thing in the meantime, because now he'll have been properly trained and such, and maybe he will have turned into Zurg and gone evil and such because Buzz didn't like him or something else, or maybe he himself was just never a good guy. I thought it was going to be some dumb thing like that. And my brother, who knew vaguely a little bit of what the story is, like, it's gonna be even stupider than that. And I was like, no, no, and it was stupider. Don't mind me, man. So Zurg is Buzz. Zurg is Buzz. It's a time paradox, not feathers. So, in the original timeline, let's say, when Buzz returns on his successful mission, he is arrested, and instead of getting arrested, he instead goes off back into space and, like, finds a future, like, does another jump or something, or finds another... He, like, does another time skip, basically, and then finds a futuristic civilization with unimaginable technology and all this stuff. And then he uses that, plus his prior knowledge of time skipping, and goes back in time to just attack the planet and try to destroy them or take them over or something. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't fully know what his entire... Like, his goal is to finish the mission, quote-unquote, which is to get them off the planet, but he's attacking them and such. And he's trying to get He's trying to steal the jump core from this paradox. This paradox Buzz's, who is our Buzz watching the movie. He's trying to steal his ship core thing that lets him time jump because his is kind of burnt out. So in doing so, he's trying to attack this planet to get Buzz's attention and to capture him and such, so then he can take the crystal. That is the main core concept plot of the movie, is main enemy and main character of the movie is Buzz. It's just one's a bit older, one is younger, one's good, one's bad. It's dumb. It's really generically boring. And the reason they call him Zurg is because the robots don't know how to pronounce Buzz, so they call him Zurg. So he just goes by Zurg. And it's like, okay, I'm done talking about the plot of the movie. I'll just talk about the beginning of the movie briefly, because I've gone on for a while about Lightyear now. You get my vibe, you get my understanding in some of the aspects of the movie. It's fodder. It's not great, but it's not too bad. It's watchable. I didn't have I had fun in mocking it at times, but I didn't have fun. I lost my interest in the movie after this part. So Buzz crash. This is now back at the very beginning of the movie, the good part. So they're transporting a large quantity of humans to kind of explore it's almost a Star Trek-esque situation. They're exploring the galaxy, looking for livable planets, and to study space, basically. And they land on this planet, and the life on it is interesting, and there are resources on it. So they stop, there's a pit stop, collect some things, examine things, and the life on the planet starts attacking the ship. Buzz tries to force the ship up because it's being pulled down by living vines, and he ends up basically colliding with a mountainside, stranding them. And he puts all his blame on himself, and that's where he kind of owns up to, okay, if I screwed everything up for humanity here, I'll be the test subject to keep doing these space jumps and see if I can get us out of here. He's putting himself at risk at doing that, and he does that throughout the whole thing. That's the mission in the movie for him. And he does go through with that, but that's the thing, is he keeps doing these time dilation jumps of going around the star and returning back. He ages a couple minutes, and everyone else on the planet ages years and years and years at a time, and he does dozens of these space jumps. And by the end of doing them, after like about 20 minutes in the movie or so, the lead female character that he was with the rest of the time, who was interesting, she seemed like a good character, she's dead. And that moment where, like, when you start seeing the montage of him doing this constantly, it really does hit you in a dark way of, this man is literally seeing, like, They keep saying that this is the twist that I liked, but it was weird. The rest of the cast in the movie who is aging is saying that he's lost time. But in reality, they're the ones who lost time because Buzz is stuck in his own little reality now of, in a way, being kind of immortal. Not entirely, but in what he's doing, he's immortal. And he's watching everyone else just die over time when for them, everything's normal. So by the time that his companion partner, Space Ranger lady, once she does die, and that really hits it home after you're starting to realize what's actually happening here with Buzz, and not just that, but the psychological toll it's taking on him over time. It's a real moment, and it's like, holy shit. Like, I was like stressed out by that. I was like, what the fuck, man? And then Burnside, the new commander dude, comes in and says, "Hey, we're ending the program. You're done." And then he does a couple jokey quips about making a laser shield instead of doing the space thing instead, and just kind of kicks him out the door and stuff, which kind of then prompts Buzz to then do the finish, take Socks, do the mission correctly. Finally, after Socks figures out some stuff about it, and then end up in the future with Zurg. That's all full circle with the story plot at that point. But that 20 minutes at the start about the beginning of the plot of what Buzz is doing here, the failure of his part, and then once again, just seeing him fuck up and fuck up and fuck up and lose everything. Not just in the fact that he's the reason they're on that planet, but now everyone he knows is dead because of what he did on that ship. That is top tier writing. Every Pixar movie generally has a core theme of some type to it that is realistic and is supposed to stick with the viewer. Lightyear's, ironically enough, although the movie's not great, is about failure. It's about failure. It's about contemplating failure. It's about accepting failure, and it's about the sadness that comes with it. The problem is that the rest of the movie becomes nonsense. That's why Lightyear kind of annoys me a little bit. Is that it starts off insanely strong, and then it loses everything. It just goes downhill. And I'm like, why? I'm done talking about it. I've rewatched my Raya the Last Dragon. I think the best movie I've ever properly reviewed was Willow, to be honest, 2 years ago. I've rewatched that maybe like 3 times just because I'm like, yeah, that was on my part, that was a pretty accurate review of Willow, and it reminds me why I both want to and don't want to watch that movie again. Okay, so I have to go into that. I've been looking for where I'm supposed to go. But yeah, the Raya the Last Dragon one I've seen twice post saying it, and I'm like, yeah, I could have said that better. This I'm starting to think is probably going to be the same, where it's like I ramble too much about my feelings about it instead of giving factual points. But man, I don't know. I'm a very logical person, but I also, when it comes to things like this, I'm much more about like how do I actually feel about it? And how do I feel? I feel disappointed, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal to me because I didn't have expectations going into the movie. It's the expectations were set at the beginning of the movie, and then they were taken away. Finally got around to doing that puzzle. You see, ones like that are so much nicer than having to fight a ton of guardians. On a different and lighter note in terms of what I've been watching, I've been watching a few things for Dragon Ball Z. I saw the Revenge of Cooler movie, which I'd never seen before. I've seen the sequel, but I've never saw the first one. And Revenge of Cooler was good. Very short. It was a lot shorter than I thought it would be. But overall, it was alright. And last night I watched a little bit of some normal Dragon Ball Z, some of the Android Cell stuff, and it's still good. Years ago, probably 4 or 5 years ago, I started buying the Blu-ray sets with intent to watch the whole series through. Like, I watched through all of Pokemon last year and into early this year. I intended to do that years ago with Dragon Ball Z, and I just never finished it. I got up to the Cell stuff, and I just never finished it. I've seen all the Cell stuff. The only stuff I've seen only bits and parts of is the Boo Saga. Anything after the Cell games is kind of fuzzy to me, or I haven't seen all of it. But aside from that, I've seen everything else Dragon Ball Z before. I enjoy Dragon Ball Z. I've met Sean Shamel. He's cool. From when I met him, he complimented my jacket and a pen. Wow, I'm still on Lightyear. Pin that I was wearing at the time. And, yeah. I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball Z fan, but I enjoy it. I love Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Maybe one day I'll play that on the channel if I feel up to it. I haven't played it in a few years, but I was stupid good at it at one point. I would bring it over to friends' houses when I was, like, in middle school. Totally beat everybody. That and the fighting mode in One Piece Unlimited Adventure. That I kick people's butts at as well. That's a game I'd love to do on the channel, but I probably never will. Now that I think about it, it's kind of weird. When I met Sean, he signed my copy of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and when I met Colleen Klinkenbeard, she signed my copy of One Piece Unlimited Adventure for the Wii. Huh. Kind of weird, that. Okay, I see what's going on. I need to stop thinking about what I'm talking about and focus on the puzzles. So I shall shut up for a little bit. I have talked too much. Oh, too much. Nope. Man, it's still charging up. Come on, that's one thing I do find annoying is like the weird time delay. I'm not sure if it's an animation delay on Link, like grabbing his Sheikah Slate or something. But that's just a consistent thing that does annoy me, is swapping out the runes and then not having the time to use them. Like, that's fine because it's still charging up. But if I had a camera on me, I could show you like the fucking button inputs. It's like there's a solid second or two where Link just doesn't respond to what I'm doing. Thank you. Still charging. That's not good. That's not good. Lovely. You know, that might as well just kind of work, I guess. No, stop doing that. Yeah, that worked in the end. It's totally fine. I don't know if I talked about... I think I talked about turning red. Because that was during a period of time where I wasn't making too many videos. But I think I squeezed it in somewhere. Maybe in Witcher 3, part like 26 or 7 or... I forget what number we're up to with the Witcher 3 stuff. Anyway, whatever one I did back in March with Regis as the thumbnail. I might have talked about it then. I might have talked about it during Firewatch or some other part. I don't know. But I like Turning Red. Turning Red was way better than Lightyear. Turning Red was leagues above what Lightyear is. Just to give, like, out of the recent Pixar affairs, Soul is good when it's not in the weird... dead state, I guess is the way to put it. Onward I actually really enjoyed. Onward was the last movie I saw in theaters before the pandemic hit, so it kind of meant a little bit to me, because I also saw it with my brother. And you have to imagine at that time, we don't know what the world's going at that point in time. I'm also done with, by the way, saying worldwide circumstances. I don't care anymore. I tried just not using the word pandemic or COVID or anything, just because I didn't know if it was going to stick around for a while or not. I just wanted to kind of sanitize the term. But it's like, nah, it's kind of stuck with us for a while, I guess. So may as well. I didn't want to date the videos, but it looks like it doesn't matter. Because now we got monkeypox and other things. Who knows what the next thing will be? But yeah, for Pixar movies, I still have to say, this one's even further back, but Coco is one of the most solid Pixar movies I have ever seen. Coco is phenomenal in everything that it does. The visuals, the story, the characters, the plot, the music, everything in Coco is solid. I kind of want to rewatch it now after seeing Lightyear, but I'm not going to, probably. Soul... Yeah, I'm stuck on Soul for some reason. Onward. Yeah, Turning Red was good. I forget what came out last year. Was there something last year? I have my phone next to me. I'm going to pull up a list, just give some brief things. I'll give number reviews. How's that? That'll make things easier than me explaining my feelings about something. Pixar movies. List of Pixar films. Thank you, Wikipedia. Alright, so recently, let's start from Coco, 2017. Coco, 10 out of 10. Incredibles 2, 5 out of 10. Toy Story 4, 6 out of 10. Onward, 8 out of 10 from me. Soul, 7 out of 10. Luca, 7 out of 10 for me. A little lower than Soul, but Like, I thought Luca was very solid, but I don't remember much about the movie. I remember enjoying it a lot when I watched it, and I thought the characters were all right. I love the visual style of it. Turning Red. I'd give that maybe 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8 if I'm being generous, because I did really enjoy it. Lightyear, 5.5 out of 10. Incredibles 2 I did not like at all. I did like it a little less than Lightyear, weird enough. A little bit further. Let's go further before Coco. Cars 3. Never saw it. That's like one of the few Pixar movies I've just never seen. Finding Dory. 6 out of 10? Maybe? I don't remember much about it. Good Dinosaur. 5 out of 10. Inside Out. 7 out of 10. Monsters University. 6 out of 10, I guess. Brave, I'd give that a 6.5 out of 10. Cars 2, 6 out of 10. I didn't hate it. It was fine. And we'll stop after WALL-E, because WALL-E's kind of top tier for me. Toy Story 3, 9 out of 10. Up, 9 out of 10. WALL-E, 10 out of 10. So, Ratatouille I like a lot. I could put up like one of those tier lists that I know a lot of creators love to do. They just put up like one of those tier lists and they put up the packaging art or promotional art of the film and then categorize it A, B, C, D. That's a general list of my opinions in terms of tierage for Pixar. So it's a lot of mid quality, but they have some stellar things a lot of the time. And that's the thing, I'm a big fan of Disney and Pixar in general. Not the Marvel stuff and not an amount of their recent decisions in things. I try to keep as far away from their management and weird ideals and financial things, and I keep away from all the inner workings when it comes to the art aspect of the movies as much as I can, and try to just give the movies my opinions based upon what their actual qualities are, so my thoughts aren't biased by any of that. But yeah, overall, Pixar I do enjoy. I like a lot of earlier Pixar more than more recent stuff, and when I mean recent, I mean within like the past 10 years. Because that was the weird part, is after Up, a lot of Pixar movies just kind of felt like they were becoming purely sequels, and that kind of diluted a lot of people's, including mine's, opinions on Pixar, because nothing new was really happening. And when the new stuff like Good Dinosaur and it's like, well, Good Dinosaur is like, Inside Out was fine. I'm honestly surprised they haven't made a sequel to Inside Out. I'm kind of glad they haven't so far, but they probably will eventually for some reason. But like Good Dinosaur was kind of a big letdown at the time. I know it did not sell in theaters. So, who knows? I don't even know what Pixar's making next. So, the one who approaches this divine beast, in the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. Man, I keep forgetting I have to fight the Blight again when I come up to these things. So I'm gonna shut up and focus on this. Enough Disney. Now we're getting real. Do not take this place lightly, nor dismiss it as merely a world within your mind. I said at the start of this, maybe I won't be too hyper, but maybe I am. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I've never had coffee before, man. Does that scare you? Does that scare you? I have this level of energy in my mid-20s, and I've never had any form of coffee. Kind of scares me sometimes. Alright. So let's see. The water blight ones shouldn't be too bad if I have lightning arrows. I don't know what I have. Oh, right. I have what they give me. This is gonna be bad. Alright, just skip this, get to the fight. I do have my guardian abilities still, though. Well, my champion abilities. I only have normal arrows. Phase 1 done. This is where things get stupid. If I have to wait for Urbosa again to recharge, that's fine with me. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Where's he? You didn't move, you creep. Somehow I got him there. I'm out of arrows. Can I throw this? Okay, I have more. I was like, oh no. Did I just waste that? How do I hit him from here? What happens if I use all these up? Oh wait, I can actually attack in the water like this? It does nothing in damage, but still. Urbosa, please hurry up. You're the trump card here. We need you as the MVP. No. Also, the Ganon Blight is starting to heal itself. This is not good. Can I, like, push these back or something? No? I'm gonna die to this thing, aren't I? I don't have my food, do I? I have... I actually find this absolutely hilarious. They give me... What is this? Why specifically these, and why only one of them? A Hyrule Bass, a Hylian Shroom, and a... Why a Lotus? I don't have a shield even. This is a mess, man. Urbosa, get your butt in gear. Come on. I need some help here. I don't have anything to fight this thing with. I had to do this one. I had to do this one and not the Rito one. I could have had fun with Rivali, but I chose to have fun with Mifa here instead. And I am paying for it. I am dead. I am absolutely dead. One more hit and I'm dead. I can't stab him. I can't get him. Oh, thanks, Mifa. We're not done yet now. Now it's just been prolonged. Like, this is stupid. I can't even reach him. Once you lose the arrows, you're done. Can I throw one of these bombs at him? Yeah, but it does no damage, really. Urbosa, please. I need help. I've never been concerned, like, you saw last time with the last Blight. I keep wanting to call these things Guardians because they look like them. With the last Blight, I wasn't concerned at all. There's an arrow! I haven't been concerned at all with these things. And now I am. Thank you! No, do not waste it. Get right below him, use it, and then take some stabs at him. Ifin, I don't die first. Why? How many did he throw that time? I thought they only throw 3. This is still not even going to take him out. We're going to die before I get to use this one, aren't I? And he keeps healing himself. This is insane. I'm straight up going to lose this. This is the end, guys. That was everything I had. I'm trying to think, but it's like, I'm just going to be handed the same items and limitations again. So how the crap am I going to do this? Hitting with an arrow in the eye doesn't immediately immobilize him. I need to do like 3, I think, and that does it. But even then, I'd have to use up 3 arrows to do that. This Blight is about conserving your items, basically, I think. But the problem is... because I sent 3 Urbosa's Furies at the start and 3 after the transformation. And I need to keep a constant hit on him to keep his energy down. Even with 10 arrows, that's not going to work. This is ridiculous. I was thinking of... I forgot that they do that when they send you in there. I was like, oh, my current item setup? Even then I was thinking, oh, this will be kind of annoying with my current setup. You give me those limitations, and to me, that's just impossible. I'm honestly kind of thinking of bailing on this at the moment and going to do the Rito stuff and then coming back and doing this one last after maybe I've looked into a way to do that reasonably, because I can't think of a way to do this right now, guys. I don't know. As disappointing as it is, I think that's what I have to do. I gave it a shot. Now I understand what my limitations there are. I don't know if there's going to be limitations here, even. But there's one thing I do know about this one, is that there's not a whole lot of water taking the life out of me in my efforts. I think I'm just going to go over here. I think that's all I can do at the moment. We'll come back to that one. And now we get to do some more shrine hunting. Right. New area, new mindset. We take the headset off, have some water real quick. All right. Let's begin. I think that's one of the odder aspects of this channel thing, the content, whatever this is that I'm doing here, playing this game and talking. I think that's one of the weirder aspects of just a decision I've made, is it's basically... Ooh, a Hinox. Let me mark this guy, put it on the map, so then I can change it to... What did I change these ones to? I know where there is a Hinox marker. Oh, a sword, I think, is what I did for them. One of the weird things I've done is just kind of keep the same format that I did on Twitch, where I'm mostly, if not 99% of the time, recording this live. Has there been a time where I've recorded and like I did something, like I recorded like say 2 hours, an hour, 3 hours, and then like went back and added something in? I can't remember if I've ever done anything like that. I don't know why I would. If this were 2 years ago, I would have just trimmed out that... I make time notices on my phone, which I keep next to me. When I... Like, if I sneeze, or if I take a drink or anything like that, I've become more relaxed about that over the years. A sneeze, a sneeze or like a really annoying burp or something like that, I would still edit out, but... Just so it's, like, not stupid. I try to keep some air of professionalism about, as best as I can. But like that, me taking just a sip of some Fiji water. I got my Fiji water over on my desk. Just a sip of that just to chill out for like a minute. It's fine. This is a tight ship we run here, except when it comes to my brain. When it comes to me just rattling off things. That is just fluid, and you have to bear with it. But that is also something of why you are here, then, if you are still watching at this point. Alright, so it's up on that mountain. One other thing that happens just over the due course, it's like having a job, almost. You just, over time, you become more relaxed about things. You just become... less uptight about how... You become complacent in a way, but also you just become more relaxed. That's the word for it. You just become more relaxed and confident and chill about doing something like this when you've done it literally for years like I have. And the reason I don't do this on Twitch anymore isn't a logistical or really reasonable reason. It's more just the fact that when I started out in my first year, I didn't get too many views on Twitch, so I was just like, I may as well... I think I've talked about this once before as well, sometime over the years. I just feel more comfortable. There is a Wizrobe. If no one's gonna directly watch me live, I'm just gonna be more chill about it, and it's more of a confidence thing, I guess, at the time. I've just kind of continued it out of habit, I guess. Like, if I wanted to turn this... I have OBS open right now. I could turn it on to the live stream button if I want. But I'm not going to, because I'm already in the middle of this. Trying to take this dude out before he notices me. There we go. I hear Cass, which is good. But yeah, I've just gotten used to doing the live but not live aspect of doing things like this. It's the same format, same everything else. I'm just putzing around, messing about. It wouldn't be any different if I was live. I can assure you that. So where is he? He's not up here. Oh, he's all the way over here. Okay. I stopped hearing the accordion. I thought he stopped because I was nearby. It's just because I got too far away. Alright, yeah. Oh, great. One's in Tabantha. I'm not going to read Cass's dialogue right now. Yeah, he's just going to say the same thing that he always does, except about the Rito. I'll try to sing his song, I guess. It's not going to be good. Wind's ally soars the land of cloud, meadows champions swift and proud. The hero's power shall grow. Seek trials monuments show. One, the shoot the flames dragon's horn. Two, race down a peak rings adorn. Three, shoot for targets to win. Champion, the trials begin. I embellished the shit out of that, but still. So, did it move you? Did it move you? My voice is more of a John Lennon, you know, like, link all the dialogue together kind of thing. So I kind of embellished the shit out of that with doing this kind of higher pitched voice. Listen, my voice either goes from Steven Wilson to what's his face? Guy. My voice is either Steven Wilson or Guy from Nature TV when I'm singing. It could either be down, a bit lower. If I were to kind of focus on that for a minute and listen to the music. Or it can be more melodic and kind of flow all the words together very airily. The problem is generally, unless I'm actually trying, then I'm not going to do well at it. That's just how it works. You need to bite into an apple, dry out your mouth, and focus. Right, so that should be the training grounds. That looks like this, but it's not. It looks like it's up over here, actually. Let me move. And what's the last one? You gotta be kidding me. Is that the top of Mount Hebra? No, it's not, but it's on the side of it. I think I know where that is. Man, I'm annoyed these are all in Hebra. I was hoping they wouldn't be. Okay, that's that. It's like down here then? Somewhere? It'll be easy to get to because the Hebra Peak has a... Wait, is that inside? That might still be inside. I'm not sure if this one's inside or if this one's inside. We'll warp there eventually and see. We're gonna do this one first. Oh, another random... Before I forget, because I remembered it while I was talking about Lightyear, but I didn't bring it up, because it's completely pointless to that topic of conversation. So... Oh, it's still cold here? What the crap? Okay, weird. I thought this was still, like... Never mind, I guess this is still in the Hebra Mountains. Oh, yeah, we're here. I don't know why on the map I thought this was in a different spot. So last time, at the very end, I went on about... If you, for some reason, you watched the very end of the last part of this, I went on about Project Spark a bit. And, like, a day or two later, I don't know why, but I just thought about the fact that, you know... The lead, one of the lead guys, Brad Reb, who I didn't get to talk to while making that documentary, he commented on the YouTube video itself for Project Spark. So, why don't I just reply back to him because he liked the video and ask him a question that I couldn't find out while I couldn't find any information on while I was making that I almost said movie, that video 2 years ago. The original length of that video may as well have been a movie. It was like 40 minutes. So I just straight up and asked him. And I'll put that... I'll make a time note. I'll put that in here. So it's about 1:30-ish or so. I'll put that in. I'll just show it right now. You see it? Good. So I just asked him straight up, like, hey... Brad, if you're at Liberty, I did a lot of research, and there's a lot of media places. There was a lot of media early on with Project Spark that constantly said the game was going to come out for Xbox 360. It never showed any previews. To my knowledge, there were never any previews shown of that version. And once the Xbox... talk about it still continued when the Windows version hit first. But by the time, I'd say a few weeks, just a couple weeks before the Xbox One version, the media around the game started to subtract the fact that the 360 version existed, and nobody ever talked about it again. Nobody ever talked about it again. I didn't find any news articles, any forum mentions about people curious or even remembering that the 360 version was a thing. And it was just a weird little oddity to me of like, you know, I'm nearly two years on from starting making this video and doing all this research. Let me just ask the guy if he can, like, what was the deal with this? Did it actually exist? And that was just what I asked him, as you can see. Just like, did this thing actually exist? Was it ever for the 360? Because I don't know. And nobody else seems to remember it at all in any way. And he straight up came back and said, yeah, we started dev on the 360, and then we just moved to the other systems. His answer was very realistic and understandable from a development standpoint. It was just, yeah, they wanted to force... It feels like from this answer that Microsoft was encouraging the development of this game not just as a new IP for Xbox and possibly a decent seller, but it feels like due to the linkage of Microsoft's technology using this title, that maybe internally they were more interested at the core of it of a way to advertise Microsoft's interconnecting tech and the advancements they were making. It feels like more of a tech push than a game push, is an easy way to put it. It feels more like they were much more interested in this game as a technical aspect than as a game aspect, which might explain why the game is technically impressive, even by today's standards, and I said that in the video towards when I actually learned how to play it and such. But yeah, it's a really interesting thing, because, yeah, when I was making the video, I had to subtract one of the development Windows versions that was cut from development, the Smart Glass development, which I don't believe ever gained much traction. It probably got somewhere into development, but it was cut from the video and from the game itself. The Kinect stuff that he talked about at the end, I don't remember seeing anyone talk about a Kinect-compatible version of the game before, so I found that kind of interesting. Maybe, I don't know if the final game is compatible with Kinect. I own a Kinect for the Xbox One. I've never used it. I don't know. And I haven't looked into that. But I don't remember the media ever talking about that. And I don't remember anyone on the forums talking about that either. Or I don't remember seeing any gameplay of anybody using the Kinect with it. I don't know if that was a final thing or not. But he talked about how that, in the end, was kind of shelved, I guess. I was much more interested in the Xbox 360 version, just because that's a major Xbox system that was kind of wrapping up its life at the time Spark was coming out, which explains also why they were pushing it to the One, as well as a launch title, which didn't happen in the end as a launch title, but still. His answer just basically blew open a lot of voids in the puzzle that I never figured out while making the video. And I'm very, very grateful that he actually got back to me. Not just in the fact that he got back to me, but he got back to me the next day. I'm like, wow, dude, that was... Thank you so much for just answering something that's been in my head for like 2 years in a day. Like, I've talked to game composers and other people and such in the industry, and sometimes it takes a long time to get back. If they get back. That's if they even get back. So the fact that he did, that is... Thank you. That gives not just me, but people who are curious about that title a little bit of some extra information that just isn't out there. It's just one of those things that... Probably if I asked that 10 years from now, or someone asked that 10 years from now, that information would probably just be gone, aside from like internal Microsoft documents or some such. Just completely forgotten, nobody cares, just, you know, nobody knows anymore, and it's just in the ether. And I think that's, honestly, that's kind of why I made the Project Spark video, if I could just go on a small little tangent. I've been doing that all day with tangents and such, but... I think we need to start... I know a lot of people love making documentaries, and I'm not dishing on anyone who does. I absolutely adore the content of creators like Norm for Gaming Historian. I like Tony, who runs Hard for Games. He does a lot of development stuff. He lives in the same state as me, so it's kind of like, oh, hey, dude. So, it's... I love that stuff, but I think we need more people focusing on... the development aspects and forgotten materials of things that are more recent as well. Because as recent as the Xbox One and PS4 sound, they're over a decade old at this point, guys. It's 2022 right now. In literally a year and 2 years, these consoles are going to be a decade old. There's a lot of information that we just aren't paying attention to that's going to slip through the cracks and be forgotten. So while I might not really at the moment be interested in making anything like that, I would love to see more people doing it. Like, do you remember the game Deformers by the guys who made The Order 1886 for PlayStation? I remember that game. I got the collector's edition at one point, and then I got rid of it. But it was an online multiplayer game where you have to fight other people as these animal blob things and such. Nobody's talking about this game anymore. I myself briefly, while I was doing the Spark stuff, looked at various other games that might be more interesting to do videos of before I started full research. Deformers was interesting, but I just couldn't find enough development information in the media space, or even in the player space, to really get some sort of meat to a plot of a video. Spark had enough information, and it had an ending to it, its story that I could make something out of it. Deformers didn't, from what I researched. Although I'm hoping someone out there maybe could make something better. Because it's a game that kind of came out, people thought it was shit. Some people thought it was fun, because it was supposed to be just a fun, lighthearted fighting game. And, it's like an arena battler kind of thing. And then it just kind of fizzled away. I honestly, to this day, don't even know if the servers are still up. I doubt they are. But this was a big production game. It had a collector's edition. It had physical copies of itself. And people talked... I remember when it came in at work. And we were talking about it, and we thought it was kind of fun and cute and such. I've never worked at GameStop, so if that's what you're thinking when I say came in and work, it's like, no, I've never worked at GameStop. I had friends who did. But, yeah, it's just one of those titles that kind of came out briefly. Nobody thought anything of it after maybe a week, and then it just disappeared. So what do I do here? Can I just, like, use Urbosa here and destroy them all at once? That'd be nice. No? Man. I don't know what this is asking either of me. Is there a way to, like, start this that I'm not seeing? Or what? Because they just come back. Is there something at What's-His-Face's house that might explain? Not really. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to come back here as well later on after I figure out how this works. Man, ooh, there's an arrow just floating in the air. Ooh, there's multiple. There's a lot of them. Eh. Screw that one. I don't know how this works. Honestly, I'm kind of flabbergasted if I'm honest, in the most honest way. I don't know what this is. There's no obvious sign about it, aside from the fact that these are targets, and they come back really quickly, so I'm just kind of... I don't know. I think I'm honestly, as annoying as it is, gonna have to come back to this one too. What's in the bed? Can I jump on the stove, please? No, I actually can't. I don't care that it would hurt me, but it won't let me jump on the stove. wanted to see what was in the bed up there. Yeah, I just don't know what this is. Like, there's no telltale sign about what to do here. It's like I don't have enough stamina. Alright. Dress me in green and call me Peter Pan. Oh no. Well, that did it. Sure. I don't know what that Bobby. If there's anything that would wipe out my hyperness for the day, that did it. That destroyed all of it. 4 wins. I think I remember being able to cheese this one pretty easily. Like this. This is interesting. Where am I? Oh. No, don't do that. Link, why? Like his back kind of nudged what I was standing on, and then he just let go of the glider. Come on, dude. I didn't know you were that ticklish. My brain immediately conjured the image of a guardian tickling Link. Do not ask why. Let me out. Let me out, I'm stuck with the glowing crystal. This is someone's J.O. crystal, I don't want it. Let me out. Thank you. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The one up here is going, but this one isn't. Lovely. Alright, where do I strike? Why didn't you shoot the arrow? You're good now, but Link, I'm kind of annoyed at you for not doing that. I pulled the cord, I pulled the arrow.
Are you trying to make me look stupid, Link? You trying to make me not a gamer? I got friends who can take care of you if you do that. You should know better. You know I've played Mafia. You don't know what I'm capable of.
Okay, so we're at the top of this thing. Okay. Another game I might start on the channel. I'm not making any promises. I am not making any promises whatsoever. But if you happen to see it or it starts up as something, cool. If not, whatever. Pokemon Shield. As weird as it is, I might go back and play a little bit of that. I played a little bit of it recently just cuz. And first off, and I put it up on Twitter and on Discord and such, the Discords I'm in, but I am shocked at how my Pokemon character, like the clothing and the hairstyle and the look and everything, the glasses even, that's the scary part, the color of the glasses, and I hadn't even decided on these glasses until this year. Everything, my character looks like me. And I didn't look like that 2 years ago when I played the game. So I'm it's a little uncanny valley for me, especially when I booted it up. But even still now, I look at it, I'm like, how the fuck do I look like my Pokemon Shield character now? The way my hair is, the way I like to dress. I've been thin for years, so that fits with it as well. I'm just like, what the hell, man? What in the hell? You know, hold on a second. We're swapping games for a minute. We're taking a detour, kids. We're taking a detour. We're pulling the car around and we're going into Pokemon Shield. Just for a moment, I wanna say this. You're not gonna see a picture of me. If you want to see that, you just go on my Twitter or something, or Instagram. I don't give a shit. But I want to show this. I found it so weird, so weird. We're gonna get back to Breath of the Wild. I just want to take a little bit of a moment. So I played this game and beat the story mode 2 years ago this coming winter, which is weird for me to say because it doesn't feel like it's been that long. Oh, it's nighttime in the game. But my character looks like me. That's the weirdest part. I want that shirt in real life now because if my hair is like that, these are the same color glasses I have. Kind of this. Mine are much more interesting. They're like an iridescent plant pattern, but they're the same color as that. They're like black, blue, green, purple, like a deep purple, and they have a plant design on them. They're the same shape as that. The monochromatic backpack fits in with my monochromatic tendencies with my clothes. And yeah, it looks like me. There's a picture on Twitter that I put up like half a month ago at the start of the month when I was in Chicago. I put a picture up, and aside from me not having shaved, even the hair swoosh on the side, that looks exactly like the same length and everything. It's scary. I booted the game up. I went to my league card. I was like, Holy shit. That's me, but I made it 2 years ago. I went and redid the pose on it because the pose was different. That's why it says the printed on date's different. But man, that is nuts to me. I didn't exactly look like this while I was playing then, because post that I played a little bit off part, and like I took the sweatshirt off and I got myself that little hand glove and such. I remember that. I think my shoes might be different than the playthrough. Maybe the pants. I remember wearing purple pants for most of the playthrough. But yeah, by the end of when I stopped playing the game, I pretty much looked like how I look now, which is the creepy part, because when I played through Pokemon Shield, I didn't flat iron my hair, which I do almost every day now. I didn't have these glasses. I hadn't really settled exactly. I knew what my sense of style was, but I was still figuring it out. But the big killer was my hair. My hair at the time was like down to my ass. It was like my hair was super long. Even before the pandemic or anything. So that's just, the hair is what kills me. It's like, my god, I had no idea what my hairstyle was going to end up like back then. And it's exactly this now. So yeah, that blew my mind. We're kind of done here now, but if you watch the Shield stuff for some reason, here's the good team. They're still around. They still exist. Chess, Guruk, Swiper, Rog, Knex. I don't remember why I named this thing Knex. Maybe because it looks like those toys Knex? Maybe? I don't remember why I named this thing that. Go back and watch and figure that out, because I have no idea. And Squander. Yeah. The main reason why I booted this up recently was because there were some downloadable Pokemon you could get from Mystery Gift that were special, as a Victini and Ash's... one of Ash's anime Pokemon, I guess. It's like that fish thing that has different parts on it and such. Anyway, we're done with Shield. That was just... I wanted to show off my character and just be like, yeah, this thing looks like me now. And it's a little weird. It's almost like... I tend to be omniscient about a lot of things. I don't mean to steal words from Gaunter O'Dim, but I am omniscient on occasion with some things to a scary degree. And to me, that was unintended years ago, and it turned out to end up actually looking like me. So I'm just kind of... It's another one of those scenarios where you live life and then you're like, wow, I cursed myself back in the day. Unintentionally, completely out of mind. I haven't thought of Shield in at least like a year and a half or so. So that's some fun. Alright, I'm gonna actually shut up and focus on the gameplay, because now that I'm looking at the time, I'm realizing literally just me talking about Project Spark and trying to show that quote and stuff from Brad up to now has been nearly a half hour. So my professors love me because I can just talk and lecture for hours on end. That's kind of why I myself enjoy doing this. But I think it's time to restrain that a bit and focus on the gameplay. So, here we go. No more fun, no more topics, no more ramblings, no more nothing. As empty as this ravine. You know goddamn well I'm going after this thing. You gotta be kidding me. Of course, I sit here waiting for the dragon to show up, peacefully, minding my own business quietly, and over the horizon, there he comes, triumphantly, gloriously. A wonder of nature. Beautiful, serene, aerodynamic even. And yet I gotta go get that space rock that just fell from the sky instead. Chased by skeletons over an apocalyptic kingdom landscape. What is this game sometimes, man? You gotta be kidding me. And I ran out of stamina. I am gonna get hurt. I can't believe. Okay, at least I know it comes around like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning in game. I'm gonna... You gotta be kidding me. Now it's a thunderstorm and I'm getting shot by lightning? Everything is escalating so fast, my brain can't register it. Okay. Remove. My bow and arrow should be fine. Remove. Everything was so chill, and then everything happened at once. I can't call Epona here. I'm gonna have to do the whistle glitch. If I can. If it'll let me. Come on, Link, come on. It keeps doing the stasis thing. There we go. Okay, whistle glitch activated. Let's run over there. We don't have the horse. Doesn't matter. We are the horse at the moment. I can't believe everything just happened because the star fell from the sky. Hey, big boy. Link, if you fall off this mountain, I am turning the game right off, and we are not coming back to this for like another 6 months. Do not do this to me. I would have laughed my ass off if one of those things got hit by the lightning bolt. Alright. We're going back. Again. And I will resume just kind of sitting minding my own business, being quiet. I can't believe how fast that everything just escalated. It was like the game realized, wait, he's just standing around doing nothing. We have to give him everything. Give him a nugget of teasing. Give him the star. And then set everything off. Make him have an adventure.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
I thought I heard something. I didn't say anything about it. I thought I had heard something that sounded like something falling in my walls, weird enough, and I was like, what the hell is that? Is there a squirrel in the wall or something? Or a bat that just died? Okay, here comes Dinreal. But, no, it's a thunderstorm approaching. So, I don't know how much longer I'm actually going to play this. I'm going to play as well as I can, but there may... I don't know if the power's going to go out. I don't know how bad the storm is. Let me look up the weather. I didn't know it was supposed to storm. It's apparently very brief as well, and very bad from what the weather map is showing, so we'll see. I'm going to save right now just in case something happens. So we still have this moment. And yeah. If I jump due to thunder, then that'll be fun. Right. So I have to shoot his horns, that's what I thought. We've been waiting, like, what, 20 minutes for this moment?
Urbosa's fury is ready.
Let me guess, he's gonna shoot things at me, isn't he? Yep. It's never easy with these dragons. Lead the shot. Oh, I got him there. Nice. So now we can finally enter a shrine after like an hour. Where did it go? Also, did I actually get something off of him from that? I don't think so. Nah. Doesn't seem it. Oh, but the fire's still after me. That's fun. Fly away. Fly away in the unfathomable reaches of space. You think space ever gets hurricanes? I don't think it does. There's no atmosphere in space. Right, so let us see what is in here. Please be a fight. Please be a fight. Please be a fight. Please be a fight. No, it's another puzzle. I think I'm gonna guess all of these are puzzles for the DLC then. I was kind of hoping there'd be an actual, like, Guardian fight of some type. You know, one of those tests of strength or something. Those are always kind of fun. One, and two, and three. Let's go up. Looks like we got a bomb to put in here. What am I? No. Screw your physics puzzle. I have bombs myself. I has the bombs. I'm gonna die unless I backtrack. Did it just congratulate me for making a landing there? Oh, that is nasty. That is snarky. I like it. So, how does it want me to get into there? That's not going to levitate me high enough. Link just fell and died. Wait. Can I save myself again? Yay! It didn't congratulate me this time, though. Boo. Oh, I have to stasis that thing, huh? No, 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 no. Man. Let me in. Alright, yeah, this was so easy. I'm kind of glad it gave me an easy shrine after having to just sit there and wait forever for that dragon to show up. So we got one more for Meadow left. How long have I been doing this? About 2.5 hours? Close. 2:20, 2 something around there. I'm just wagering is like, do I want to like maybe take a break, have some snack or something, come back after I figured out how to do the Ruta one? Because I still don't know what Meadow's gonna be like, and I don't know what this last shrine's gonna be like. Let's warp here and just see. I believe this is inside the mountain, which would be wrong for going to. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about any of this, okay? We're just seeing how things play out. Lovely. Okay, so we weren't trapped inside there. Oh, it's gonna be snowboarding, ain't it? Well, if this one wants me to snowboard, I've never played 1080 snowboarding on the GameCube or 64, so let's see how this goes. Do not hit the rhino. I just, like, drifted off of the fox. Fox drift. Oh, yeah. Do not hit the moose. Now we got some shenanigans going on with the snowballs. What? He's trying to trip me up there. If I remember right, there's going to be enemies in this area that try to trip us up. Yep, here come the Lizalfos. Not many, though. There are virtually no enemies, so... That was easy. That was a lot easier than the one at Rudania earlier. I have to fall into the lava. This is actually the last normal shrine then in the game. What is it? Master the Orb. Of course. More physics. They had a lot of fun with the physics shrines in this DLC. Oh, look. It falling like that just felt so sad. This orb had its full life ahead of it. Look at its grand journey. And then it goes downhill constantly and downhill constantly. It's like a metaphor for life. And then it just gives up and goes. We have to get it back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so... where does it get off track? Early into its adolescence. That seemed... well, not adolescence. Adulthood. I'd say that's about right. That seems to be the norm from everything I've seen, and we're dead. Well, that's it. Well, game over. You die in your early adulthood. That's how it works. No. Let's see if we can actually land on this thing and take a gander. Everything's good so far. Oh, crap. Oh, there it goes. We need to do some things here anyway, so... how is this gonna work? Because, like, we need to freeze this then. Do we have to do that from up there, I guess? And what is this? That is the finale. Alright. Let's see if we can get this metaphor off and running. Back on track. Is it gonna work? Yeah! You gotta be kidding me. Come on, man. Why? Why does the game have to tease me? Like that. We nearly died. Alright, so. Let's give this another shot. And no funny business. We're gonna get serious. Here and now. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait. Yep. I thought it was fine for a second, and then everything failed horribly. That's how it goes, though, ain't it? All right, let's see if this time everything works out. That is the mantra of life. Let's see if this works out this time. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up! Okay, we're good. Okay, let it rest. Shoot. Right in the spot. Okay, we're good. We are totally fine. There is nothing that can happen here now where we can lose. I'm not gonna lie, that puzzle kind of fried me, just because of the ironic timing of some of that. Just as like, oh man. That's the last shrine, though. That is the last shrine, so we don't have to do any more. We just have to go fight Meadow, and hopefully it go a lot better than Rudania was fine. Ruda was a mess. So let's see if this one goes alright. It should. I hope it does. We'll see. And if not, then there's not much we can do about that. And it doesn't matter what we bring, because we're kind of stuck with whatever the memory is going to give us. Sounds like the thunderstorm outside has stopped as well, which is nice. No more sounds like they're coming from my walls. That's the thing, the headset I'm wearing right now is very good at filtering out sounds, so it just sounds like things are banging on my walls if it's thunder or something like that. Alright, get back into core outfit for the flashback. Oh, it is cold, but it doesn't matter because we're going into the cutscene. Right. Let's see what Revali's memory is. To the one who approaches this divine beast, in the name of the goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. In exchange for Meadow's emblems, you will be granted the chance to tread through the realm of memories. Those who lack determination will find this trial unforgiving. Do not take this place lightly, nor dismiss it as merely a world within your mind. The truth is much deeper, blah blah blah. Ran out of time to read. Alright, so what do we have? We got one of the tiny little dagger swords. We got the bow. Looks like it's alright. This illusory realm was created from the depths of your memories. Yeah, because we've been here before. We've already fought this dude. The enemy you shall face is a product of the fear that dwells within. You must overcome this fear to proceed. This battle is a trial of the soul. You must emerge victorious using only the tools provided. Alright. Bring him out already. Right, so let's see how this goes. He's got a big arm cannon. The previous one had a big arm spear. What do we got? Ooh, Remember how the last fight we had 10 arrows? This is wonderful. Alright. Oh. Immediately get shot. Oh, you son of a... You had to teleport. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Daruk. Save me from that tornado. Okay, this guy... He doesn't seem like he's going to be too difficult, but we've already been set back probably by about 5 minutes or so because of Urbosa losing one of her shots. And this dude seems to love to teleport, so he seems like a bit of a trickster. He's already healed up as well, which is not great. And if in this guy is too much, I'd say we call it if... I say we call it if and I beat this dude or I fail against him. I'm on the 50-50 about both at the moment, to be honest. And next time, if I fail, we'll do this dude again with better informations as to how to fight him. Because the previous two, I've just kind of winged it. No bird pun intended given the circumstances, but still. Like, this guy teleports quite a lot. Like, his laser doesn't do too much damage to me, but over time it might get annoying. Wow, the tornado literally acts as a wall. It has a wall-quality hitbox to it. Got him there. We've almost got him to the second stage, I think. Okay, tornado. If anything, I'm doing a decent job whittling him down slowly and keeping his health from regenerating. That's something I can't do with the Ruda one, is just stopping its health from regenning. This guy's teleporting all over the place, which is really annoying, but at least I can do that. Like, I even got him down to a second phase now, and Urbosa still has to show up again. What's he gonna do this time? I forget. This guy and Urbosa are the ones I go for first, so I forget. So this dude has missiles. Oh, and these have opened up now. Okay. It's so hard to see this dude in this kind of murky, whatever filters that's going on that's on the screen. It's green and gray and blue, and it's hard to look through. What's going on? Why are there lasers everywhere? Oh, I thought those were missiles. Let's use the duplex and bombs. Although I'm fully aware that the bombs don't actually add extra damage. It's just cosmetic when you use the duplex with them. Where is he? Stop moving around, it lets you heal. What are you doing? That was neat. Ah, cheater.
Urbosa's fury is ready.
Thank you, Urbosa. Right on time. We need you right now. Where is it? Oh. No, Urbosa, we need that last shot. Where's he going? Off in the distance, huh? Come on, man. Get down here. Where'd he go? How did I miss him? Oh, he's way outside the bounds over there. I'm gonna have to finish him with the bow, I guess. And then we're done. Yeah, Meadow was not too bad. A little annoying because it was being a bit tricksy, but it was not too bad once you get around that. We had enough, that's the thing, we had enough resources to deal with this guy. There he is. Our bird-brain supporting character for the DLC. Well, well. Though our aims are different, our feet took us to the same destination. I speak figuratively, of course. I travel by wing rather than by foot. You notice the crazy part that's kind of stupid on my part is that makes a lot more sense than in like how fast he gets. I know he has multiple NPC character models placed around the map, but in the game lore, it makes a lot more sense that he flies around to get to places, and that explains why he's fast at getting everywhere than us. Even though we use the Sheikah Slate, which is technically faster, I believe. We travel at the speed of light with it, I guess. Wandering around here and listening to anecdotes about Champion Rivali has truly invigorated me. In fact, it has inspired me to honor him in my own way, separate from my teacher's unfinished song. That's why I felt inclined to roost here near the divine beast Va Meadow, which Rivali himself mastered. I've written a song to try and capture the essence of Rivali. Recall Meadow's champion of flight, before he fell to his fateful plight. Rivali's feat was a wonder to see, so the princess made her plea.
He's dead.
Not enough. I must stay in the eye of the whirlwind. Must push myself harder.
Oh, hey there.
You know, Your Highness, it's rude to eavesdrop.
This is awkward.
My apologies. I went to the village and I was told I could find you here.
You have need of me to defeat Calamity Ganon.
Because I'm the
To
awesomest.
slay the beast once and for all. It will be my great pleasure.
Thank you, Rivali. If we work together, I'm certain we'll be able to defeat...
However,
What is this, Top Gun?
I know I play the biggest part in helping that... that little knight with the darkness-sealing sword, correct? Well, if he loses his confidence after seeing me in action, don't come crying to me.
This guy's a dick. Cass, you're a much better bird friend. It seems the Rito champion was not one to share his feelings. Yeah, he's a bit, he's a little cocky, if I say so honestly. He's a little bit of a prick. So, what do you think of Champion Rivali's song? It was fine. Maybe I'll listen to it on your SoundCloud or something, Cass. Cass is someone who would have a Bandcamp. He wouldn't have an iTunes. He would have a Bandcamp. He's cooler. By writing a song that highlights the hidden feelings of Champion Rivali, I feel closer than ever to my dear teacher. The end result I'm not quite clear yet, but I'm beginning to feel a stirring of inspiration about those verses.
I truly never imagined you would do so well. Regardless, Rivali's Gale should be more efficient than ever.
It better be.
As you are, I guess it's theoretically possible for you to best Ganon.
I've already done it a couple times. He doesn't know what we know that I know that you know. Oh yeah, back to freezing to death. Rivali's warmth is what has kept us through that cutscene. I don't know if I want to do anything else today. I kind of want to just figure out what the hell's going on with Ruta at the moment, but I'll do that off part and then like come back next time and there will be like one more part to this for the DLC. I'm not doing the Master Sword DLC thing. That stuff's crap and it just powers up the Master Sword, which I don't really need at this point. So, yeah. I think we're kind of good. I'll go up to the Ancient Akala Lab, see if I can make any more Ancient Arrows just for myself, because we are going to have to fight Ganon again at the very end. Well, no, we're not going to fight Ganon again at the very end of this. We're going to fight, the monk, which we'll get into when we get to it. I don't want to talk too much about it, because there is another Divine Beast-esque shrine thing that we have to do at the very end of this, and then we have a final boss for the DLC. So, can I make any more arrows? Yeah, actually. It's actually more of a money issue than a supply issue. I have so many parts for that. Alright, I didn't know that. Honestly, I think I normally do this off part. I think I'm just gonna go fight a bunch of guardians, for God's sakes. I don't really have anything else to do tonight, and I'm pretty much done with the game. I didn't expect to get done this early. I thought I was gonna fail Meadow and then like do a bunch of other stuff and then come back to it, or some other thing that would have just happened. But yeah, we finished Meadow. I don't feel like looking up Ruta while I'm playing the game right now to figure out how to beat it, because even then I didn't anticipate fighting the monk or doing that other shrine until the last part, so I could just kind of sit down and focus on just exclusively that. If I could do Ruta next time, and the shrine and the monk just in one setting of serious, just this is the end of it kind of thing for the main plot of this game, that would be better for me, I think. So I think I'm just for fun, I'm just gonna fight a bunch of guardians and see how that goes. I don't want to do it during the rain, though. We're just gonna skip another day. I kind of want to skip another day because the forecast says it's gonna thunderstorm real soon in the game. Let's go to the noon, see if it clears up by then. Nope. What's with all the rain in the game now? Alright, this is fine enough. So, here we go. Guardian hunting time. And we're being hunted immediately. Lovely. Let's see how this all goes. Aw, you're running away? Oh, you lily-livered little spider demon. Get over here, you. You're supposed to be hunting me. You're doing Ganon an injustice by not doing that. You're horrible as a guardian. Look at me. Yeah, it took you long enough. Okay, Daruk saved me in the last one. I'm just gonna do my normal path. Just speed up by flying a bit. Get back over here, take out these two nincompoops. Oh boy, choo-choos. That's fun hitting. That's fun hitting the choo-choos with the Master Sword powered up. A little too early on that one.
Urbosa's fury is ready.
Oh, there goes the shield. It's a little hard to gauge at this angle for me. Let's get up here on the hill. There we go. Yeah, it's just a little too far and a little too weird of an angle for me. Peekaboo. I see you.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
He didn't have a chance. There should be one on this hill up here. And then we'll head downhill. There will be one at the bottom of the hill. Maybe we'll hit one that's up against the castle wall. And then it's all madness from there on the inside of just fighting them. Here we go. I don't think I've ever really done a video, even just a plain silent recording like I would have done in like Witcher 3 or Ghost of Tsushima, of me just doing side stuff. I don't recall ever really doing that with Breath of the Wild. Like putting it in the video description, a link to it or anything. I don't recall ever just plain recording me just playing the game, which is 99% of the time when I'm not recording doing this stuff. I'm doing crap like this, just walking around the map, just harvesting materials like this. It's not the most entertaining stuff, but to me I'm having fun playing the game just because I enjoy the gameplay. That might be why I've never just recorded it, is because I'm doing this scenario I'm playing right. Why are you missing like, oh, it's in the ground. I was like, why are you missing a leg, good sir? This whole route and routine that I'm doing is something I've done for years. Exactly the same way. So I've just never thought about doing it for Breath of the Wild, I guess. Because it's such rinse and repeat. I enjoy doing it, but I couldn't imagine... I shouldn't say that because it's chill gameplay, it's relax, but... That's kind of the point of why I've done it so much, is because it is... While it is a little stressful because of the Guardian situation, it's not bad. It's kind of relaxing. It's cathartic. That's the word I'm looking for. It's cathartic in a way. Just taking all these things out and getting the rewards for it. No. Shit. The one type of Guardian I didn't want to attract. Can I run away now? Okay, I got away from him without him finding me again. As for the... I may as well just kind of talk a little bit. So, for the channel for the rest of the year, I don't have... The same as I've had for this whole year. It's just I don't have any real plans with it. It's just whatever I flippantly decide to do and feel like doing. The fact I'm playing this the past 2 times and finished up Witcher 3's campaign... I have started Sonic Adventure 2, which I probably will finish up in one more part with the Dark campaign and the finale with that. I've kind of put that off just to kind of relax and play these adventure games a bit. Oh, I lost my bow. Here's one. Because Sonic Adventure 2 is a pretty much exclusively, aside from the gameplay aspect, it's pretty much exclusively a story-driven game. It's not like this where I make the story.
Daruk's protection is now ready to roll.
So I would say next time I would anticipate either the finale for this DLC or Sonic Adventure 2. One or the other. Maybe I'll do something else if I do that would be in the low percentage of chance. But who knows, really. I was going to say, I want to fight this thing before I fight the other one. And we got a Yiga. And the other one's still getting me from the castle somehow, all the way over there. Get out of here, you... Banana boy, get the heck out of here. Where's he this time? Get out. Daruk. Thank you. This one's persistent. I do wonder what new types of enemies are going to be in the next Breath of the Wild game. Are there going to be even more dangerous guardians? Because most people like me, most players of this game have kind of figured out like how they work, their timing. They aren't as scary as enemies as when the game first came out. I can imagine people picking this game up for the first time and being intimidated by them, but from most people who own a Switch have played this game, to be honest. And given how many copies it's sold. And these things aren't very... They aren't... They're scary in what they are in principle, but when you actually fight them, they're not too... scary. They have a weird how do I explain this situation with these things? So they're scary in principle, but they're not... Like, look at what I'm doing here. This doofus doesn't even know what I'm doing. They're scary in principle... And they have their own kind of like residual fear, mainly from early gameplay. You'd be scared of these still because they are very powerful, but at this point in the game I'm not. Oh man, I thought I could tease him some more. Like this, I know how to fight these things. They're not too scary to me anymore. If anything, I get excited to fight these. Because this is such a fear-inducing enemy at the beginning of the game, even hundreds of hours later into the game, in multiple campaigns, I get excited to fight these things because I know how much of a threat they are early on in the game. The threat is gone now, but that doesn't take the excitement of defeating them away. Another one. Another Yiga, really. I think the Guardian was having trouble navigating around him. Okay, Daruk's having to carry me here because I'm trying to dodge the Yiga as well. And the delay caught me off. I'm taking you out, man. Not to dinner either. Ooh, that was too early on my part, I think. That was certainly too early on my part. Once again, what am I doing, man? How? This one's kicking my butt. Finally. Land a shot on this thing. Oh, he's pissed. Jesus. Like, chill out, man. This guy was so angry. Honestly, I think I'm kind of good here. I'll fight, I guess I'll fight these two. And then I think I'm good for the day. No! Wow, I got hit by a stationary. That tells you how much energy I have left at the moment. And the big one caught me. I deflected the blast, but... wow, that's the second time I've... What is this? 3! I have deflected the laser 3 times, but been hit by the blast of it. That is nuts. I've never had 3 in a row like that. There goes the shield. Can I get out of here? I think I'm done. I think there's some tomfoolery going on here. Is there somewhere interesting I could go? I'm like, I don't have any Korok seeds for the Korok forest, really. Well, do I? That's not going to be enough for anything with the Koroks, so I don't think. A Tenno Ancient Lab is pointless. I'm just trying to think of somewhere fun. Where's somewhere fun or different that I could go for a brief moment in time? I don't really have anywhere, so we're just gonna get out. Link looks like he's cowering in fear. He looked like he was cowering in fear. That was great. All right, let's just get the hell out of this place. That was enough. I got some materials. I can't really use them because I don't have any money. But we got to do a little fighting at the end. That was fun for me, at least. It was a little cathartic after all the nonsense today. I can't believe we failed against Rudis still, but I'll figure that out in post. See what a proper viable way of fighting that thing is, because I don't have any ideas. Because I have 10 arrows and 3 tridents and that's it. And the thing flies around and can use ice, so I'm getting my ass kicked against that thing. Did you just give me a tutorial message while I'm at the very end of the final DLC? Why did the donkey run up? Oh, it's because its master is leaving. My donkey.
Oh, it's a little donkey.
I still remember early in the pandemic when Arnold Schwarzenegger put out a couple videos of him just showing off his donkeys that he just happens to own, and he like keeps them in his house like they're dogs, and that's amazing to me. Like, more power to the man if he just lets... Did you see that? Did you see the donkey just... Okay, that's enough Breath of the Wild for today. Not only am I tired, but we're starting to see the NPCs just kind of act funny. Where'd they go? Wow, they're moving fast. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done here. Beetle's normal, and that gives me confidence that things are fine in the game. Alright. Well, it's been fun today. A lot of rambling, me bitching about Lightyear. And, weird, wonderful happenstance with getting an answer out of Project Spark. And, well, answer from Brad specifically about Project Spark. That was wonderful. So, I'm surprised. Because he commented on that video, like, almost, like, what, 8 months ago? He commented on it back in January, which in itself was a year after the video came out. I'm glad he liked the video. I'm just surprised he even got back to me a day later after a multi-month-old comment was left on a video. So, yeah. It's neat. Sometimes YouTube can be neat. Time to go have dinner and relax, maybe watch a movie or something. Thank you for watching, and see you next time with whatever I do happen to do. Have a good night.